Tozalwa koko nomkhulu salwa sendoda lesukoko bathi nembatha unumber 1 Lo Smith. We're talking deep today. Day 3 of Uphahla. When we say forgiving someone. Forgiving someone. It's a tough one, Bokoko Nkulu, because you will realize on this series, I'm not talking about asking for forgiveness. We spoke about self-forgiveness. We spoke about self-introspection. Now we're talking about forgiving someone. And we are not going to talk about asking for forgiveness. No. That will be really up to you if you want to ask for forgiveness from anyone. That will be really up to you. However, what I'm saying, Mina Uguti, what is the process of forgiving someone? Especially a person who don't see anything wrong that they did. They don't see anything wrong, Lalela. They don't. They are just living their lives in Genesis as if nothing happened. As if nothing happened. Have you ever met somebody that owes you money and that speaks to you as if things are normal? Have you ever spoken about somebody that betrayed you? Like so much betrayed you, but when you meet them, it's like, life is normal. You know why? Because it's in their system to hurt other people. It's in their system to pretend as if nothing happened. And there's little you can do about it. However, you can do a lot about it to forgive them, even if they don't see anything wrong, even if they never ask for forgiveness from you. Koko, it's impossible. I'll never forget what he did to me. I'll never forget what she did to me. Whatever. Hey, Bokoko. Most of the time, the people we think or we swear which we will never forgive them, they are living their lives is going on. They don't care about us. They don't care. So it is very important that we ask ourselves in terms of what is it that we want to see happening? What is it that we want to see happening in our lives? Because the one that got hurt is the one that normally doesn't forget, and is the one that continue to be hurt. Uyakhela ngaphakathi. But the question is, for how long are you going to hold that inside you? For how long are you going to hurt? For how long are you going to allow your blood to drip from your heart? Whenever you see them, whenever you hear their name, whenever you can smell their perfume or whatever, you just think about them and you get hurt even further. Sometimes other people, they even go to an extent of stalking those people. Stalking them. Or them stalking you. So the question is, for how long are you going to hold that inside you? Because it's hurting you more than it hurts them. Ngoba phela na umuntu at the end of the day. Umuntu, you get hurt. So the question is, For how long? For how long are you going to hold it inside you to say, I'll never forget what he did to me, whatever, I'm so hurt, I'm in this because of her, whatever. That is what it, whenever you're building, when you're building inside you, you must know that you are building anger, and that anger will explode to anything. That anger will explode to anything, because that anger is just sitting there. It's just sitting there piling up, because you don't want to get rid of that anger. Yes, I know it's not easy to forgive somebody who has never asked for forgiveness. It's not. It's not. It's actually easier to forgive yourself, because you after doing self-introspection, a proper self-introspection, there's no way that you cannot forgive yourself. There's no way. With the proper, please remember this, with proper self-introspection, there's no way that you cannot heal or cannot forgive yourself. However, if you have never forgiven yourself, if you have never done self-introspection, you'll never be able to forgive somebody else. Because you can't deal with your own demons. You can't deal with your own demons. So it is very important to realize that for you to be able to forgive somebody, you need to start with a self-introspection. You need to come up with self-forgiveness. Then you'll be able to forgive them. Koko, I want to forgive them, but how can I forgive somebody who have never asked for forgiveness? Because forgiveness is for you. Because forgiveness is for yourself. Because forgiveness is not for somebody else but yourself. You are not forgiving somebody because of them. It's because of you. You want peace. When you forgive somebody who have never asked for forgiveness, you're taking the pain back to them. It's a very sensitive one. It's extremely sensitive one. It's a very sensitive topic, yet again. I've done it several times. And guess what? Those people, when we speak over the phone, when I meet them, they still pretend as if nothing happened. It's okay. But I have forgiven them. And the way I behave around them, it makes them suffer to say, how come he still says, hey, kunjani? Eita. How come, after everything I've done to him, how come ugogo still able to say, sawubona? Happy New Year, Gogo. Same to you. Happy New Year to you too. Have the great one. Claim it. Make it to be 2020 fine. Then I keep quiet. You don't forgive somebody because of you want to make them happy. You forgive somebody because you want to make yourself happy. You are letting go of the pain that has been bothering you for over time. How much is for over time? It can be 1 day, can be 2 minutes, can be 5 days, can be 5 years, can be 20 years. As long as you have reached the conclusion after the self-introspection to say, I wasn't wrong, they were wrong. That is how long. You are forgiving somebody because of you are doing that for yourself. You are taking the pain back to them. It's sent back to the owner. They might not know, however, the universe will talk to them. Remember, I said it in this other video to say pain is personal. Even if you go to somebody to ask forgiveness, if they don't want to speak to you as yet, they haven't processed what you did to them thoroughly. Because for you to forgive somebody, you need to process what they did to you first. And you need to be honest with yourself. And where you went wrong, forgive yourself. That is what self-introspection is all about. To find yourself guilty where you are guilty. There's no way that you can do self-introspection. Remember, self-introspection is not for one event, it's for your life. Self-introspection, how did you arrive where you are today? That is self-introspection. There's no way you cannot find yourself guilty somehow. Somehow, you need to find yourself guilty. So self-introspection assists you. It's a fundamental phase of your life whereby you'll be able to forgive yourself and be able and to make it even easier to forgive others. And have you felt how was it to forgive yourself? I know it's a process. You cannot forgive yourself in one day. It's a process. These things that I'm talking about, self-introspection, you can do it together. However, it's a process. How long it's going to take off? I don't know. I'm yes. Forgive them. Even if they don't see anything wrong that they did to you, forgive them. Forgive them. Even if they don't see a dot that you did to them, forgive them. And forgiving somebody, it doesn't mean you must go to them and say, I forgive you. No, forgive them in your heart. You don't have to go to them because they will think they're heroes. Remember, you are forgiving somebody that did you wrong. Let's keep that in mind. You are forgiving somebody that did you wrong. It's not the matter that you are forgiving somebody. No, that did you wrong. And you have realized what they are not seeing what they are wrong. But it's fine. You are let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I don't know how many times can I say this, but let it go. It's not worth it to carry that burden with you for the rest of your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You are killing yourself. It's not worth it. You are killing yourself. This is your life at the end of the day. It's your life. Why do you kill yourself about somebody who doesn't care about you? Why do you kill yourself about somebody who did things intentionally? Intentionally. Why do you forgive? Why don't you? Why do you hate yourself so much? Do you hate yourself so much that you can carry that pain for the rest of your life? It might be a nasty divorce, a nasty separation, a nasty business deal, whatever it is. Hello, let it go. Let it go. There are people who are coming to us as healers and to say, Gogo, my life is not going anywhere and everything, only to find out that the heart is heavy. And it's not just heavy, it's things that they should let it go, but they don't want to. They are holding on. There are people that are struggling today, and even Muti doesn't work to them, even their prayer doesn't work, because they are holding on something that doesn't help them. I did a video. Don't bounce back to prove a point. Don't bounce back to prove a point. It's no point. There's no point, because there's no point. Don't bounce back to prove a point, because there's no point. Because you're going to find yourself hurting again. Remember, if you are dealing with somebody that caused you a pain, maybe those people are specializing in hurting people. They are specialists in that, you are not. When you bounce back because you want to prove their point, then they hurt you again. There are people who are specializing in causing a pain to others. They feel good about them. It's in their DNA. It's them. Mina I forgive. I forgive. Even if somebody didn't ask for forgiveness, I forgive. And I let it go. As painful as it is, but I forgive, I let it go. I forgive and I let it go. Because I'm not going to hold somebody in my heart for the rest of my life because of what they did to me. It happened. It doesn't mean that if you keep something inside you for longer, it reverses what happened earlier, what they did to you. It doesn't. You are hurting yourself even further. You are denting yourself even further. Sometimes they left you because of they thought they will see you struggling, but you're progressing. But you are not progressing enough because you want to prove a point. Forgive them and forget about them and live your life. You will see what is happening. There's a lady that I'm assisting. The husband, the ex-husband, it's bitter because the husband thought she will suffer with the children, but she's progressing. She just bought a new car. She's progressing. Children are passing. Children are doing well for themselves, for their mother. They're progressing. And the husband now is angry. Why is the husband angry? Because the ex-wife has forgiven him even if he didn't ask for forgiveness. And the ex-wife has moved on with her life. She's focusing on her career, on her businesses and everything. She started from the scratch because he left her thinking, nothing's going to happen. I'm taking everything. God is taking everything that was an obstructing things. She couldn't see life because of this one brought things and put them here, and then she thought life is about material things. Life is not about material things. Life is beyond that. And now that she realized that life is beyond that, she's happy, and then he's bitter. Why? Because of the taste of his own medicine. He's tasting his own poison. Why? It's power of forgiveness. Forgiveness has power. Power. You will never beat somebody that is able to forgive without being asked for forgiveness. You'll never move that person. And the tip, because people that forgives, even if they didn't ask for forgiveness to them, those are people that have a soft heart, good heart. I'm saying to those people, never give a person a second chance in life. I've learned that the painful way. Never give a person a second chance in life. Because if you grant them the second chance, you are granting them an opportunity to come and finish you off. Atuchenchi, I can see he's a better person now. No, I need to give them a chance. You know, I don't know. I can't move on with my life. You lie. You can. It's just that you are still stuck in the past. You can move on, but you are still stuck in the past. Don't give a person. You can forget somebody, forgive somebody, not forget, pardon. You can forgive somebody, however, don't give them a second chance, because you'll be granting them an opportunity to come and finish you off. And when they hurt you the second or the third time, you'll realize one thing: you'll never wake up again. But ancestors and your gods can give you an opportunity to stand up again after forgiving them for the second time. But maybe that was for the last time. You forgive them again, I don't know. Understood? Power of forgiving someone. It's for you. That's your power. That's for you. And for you and for you and for you. It's not for them. So today, as it's part of the third day, we are saying that we are asking for our ancestors to give us strength to let it go. To give us strength to forgive them. Why? So that we can continue with our lives. There are ideas that our ancestors are bringing to us almost every day. We are not aware of those ideas because in our minds we are carrying people that destroyed us. And we're allowing them to destroy us even further. By doing what, Goko? By keeping them in our minds. They've moved on with their lives, but they still reside in your mind. Somebody wrote for me, sabotaged me badly. Guess what? I've forgiven them, but I keep them there. They are there. Right, sharp, not yet. And now they want to come back. Because they can realize, maybe they did self-introspection, I don't know. But because they've realized, which says, I've messed up with the wrong person. How can this person still laugh with me? You know, if I send this person a WhatsApp, they'll respond positively, so, and everything, because I've moved on. Not that I still need you in my life to work with me. No, I've moved on. But I'll never give you another chance to come and finish me out. I'll leave it there. It's safer. I'll leave it there for today. As we're going to Pasha, ancestral prayer, let's ask our ancestors to guide us, to give us strength to forgive. Because forgiving is for us, not for them. It's not for those that caused pain to us, for us to let it go. It's for us to live our lives. Because this is the only life we have. In life, there are no corrections. When you die, you have died. Or what people say, no, there's nothing as such. Okay, Mr. Mbata, this is what you didn't forgive Usman Ban, Mr. Mbata. Why? No. Forgive, so that even when you die, you become a peaceful ancestors. There are ancestors that are not doing what they were supposed to do for their families because they died bitter. They died with so much pain that makes them not to function as ancestors. Sometimes we burn in paper, we talk to ancestors and everything. We are talking about people who are bitter themselves, whom now we call ancestors. They're bitter. They are bitter. That's why I don't do these rituals that we want to make peace between our grandmother and our grandfather who died not getting along to each other and everything. If one of them said, I will never forgive her or him, no matter what, even in my death, there's no ritual that you can do that will resolve that. Don't waste your goats, your chickens, even if it can be a pink goat from Dubai. Don't waste your money in doing that ritual. it will never work. A ritual that you can do is to say, Gogo, Mkhulu, we know you are not getting along. However, what we are doing now is for us as your grandchildren, as your children. So we are asking you to do good to us. Continue with your fight that you're having until you find it in your heart to forgive each other wherever you are. But however, when you look at us, you must do well. Then things will happen. But this one that you want to make peace, the other one come with a goat, the other one come with another goat, what. If there's someone who believes in that and it works for them, I respect that. For me, it doesn't work. And I will never allow it to work. I will never force it to work. We are in day 3. Don't give up. Day 3, day 4, day 5 are difficult. Even if you want to wake up at night, you think twice. Are difficult. It's a step. It's difficult. But 6 and 7, you'll see. 6 and 7, you'll just wake up. Sometimes you don't even sleep. You know it's 12 is just now. Your candles are prepared and everything. I normally burn my candles maybe 5 or 10 minutes before the prayer and leave them there on. Then when I pray, you know, they are burning very well. You know, the wax, it's warm and everything. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything, to be honest, but to me, it satisfies me to say my candles are now ready for me. It's like my microphone. It's like when I've burned them and I've placed them there, it's like I'm holding a microphone. It's like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's like I'm doing that, you know, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, it's like I'm doing that. You know, when I see that wax, you know, shining, you know, and when I touch it, it's warm and everything, and something inside me says, "You're ready. You're ready. Do it. Do it." It's not easy to wake up. People think that we're playing. No, it's not sleeping. Why? Because our competitors are not sleeping. There's no time to sleep. No, there isn't. You sleep because of, you know, you cut off that, and then you wake up, you do something else. Because our competitors are not sleeping. And remember, pain is personal. So, if you have pain enough, if you are struggling, if you are tired of the life that you are living now, and you want to change for the better, you'll wake up. To those that started late, it does happen. Guys, don't worry about it. You can always start your 7 days. This 7 days is not a holy 7 days. If you didn't start with Kokobatin in the 7 days, then your thing's not going to happen. No, it's not about me. It's about you guys. It's about us. It's not about me. It's about us. Now I'm part of this. So, even last year, I got disturbed. I couldn't connect and everything. I remember, I think it was around Feb, before I went to India, I started another 7 days alone. So you can always start your 7 days, guys. Are you looking forward for 7 days whereby we're doing ancestral prayer, fighting, substances? Our children are dying in schools, drugs, alcohol, teenage pregnancy, and everything. We need to do something about it. We cannot fold our arms and just look at things and wait for December and say, good luck to the matric students. You must do well. Don't kill yourself. If you fail, you fail. Don't kill yourself and everything. You should have been there for those matriculants when they started. We should have been there when those kids get to school from grade 1 until grade 12, until varsity. Pray for them. How many of us have we ever prayed for our children when they go to write exams? How many of us have we ever prayed for our children when they started school? How many of us are praying for our children every January before schools open? How many of us have went down on our knees and say, as schools are opening tomorrow, And schools are opening tomorrow. I come before you, my ancestors, and I'm begging you to say, protect my children. We're having that prayer. It's a one-day prayer. We're praying for our children. As they are opening schools, we're praying for them. To say, ancestors must be with them as they are starting school. Protect them. Guide them. We mustn't make noise more December while we did nothing at the beginning of the year. We take our responsibilities, we throw into to teachers. We want teachers to do what we are failing to do at school. We want teachers to do that. Sis, we are discussing. We want other parents to do that for us. You can't talk to your children at home. You are scared of your own children at home. You expect teachers, you expect school to do that. You failed to guide your child. Now your child is pregnant. You want teachers to be midwives. Because our so-called government, every child has the right to go to school. What about teachers? Have you ever thought about teachers? What are we saying about teachers? What are we saying about teachers? Have you ever visited that department with teachers abantu nabo? A job description of a teacher is one, teaching. One, teaching. Okay. The results that are expected from a teacher is results in terms of what they were teaching. It's a topic for another day. Chokuzana.